Reagan, and today I'm here to bring you my October book haul. I am particularly excited about this book haul because just so many great books have come out recently, so it's just an exciting time to talk about books. So it's a pretty large one per usual, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump in. The first book I'm going to talk about was sent to me in my subscription box, Muse Monthly this month, and it is Hagseed by Margaret Atwood. This is Margaret Atwood's retelling of The Tempest by William Shakespeare, but set in a modern day prison. I'm particularly excited about this book because one, I really like The Tempest, and two, while I haven't read many, I really like novels set in the prison system, mostly because there's a lot to improve about the prison system and it just offers a very interesting setting, if you will. So I'm super pumped to have this in my collection, and this will actually be the first Margaret Atwood book I own / will read, so hopefully it's a good place to start. The second book I have to show you guys is The Hammer of Thor, the second book to the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series. It can be a little confusing because the name of the book is smaller than like the title of the series, but this is the second book to this particular series and it follows Norse mythology. I am a huge fan of Rick Riordan, and this is not a new discovery, new thing for me to talk about. This series follows our main character Magnus Chase, and he is associated with Norse mythology. So it's a whole new set of history and culture to pull from, which is really interesting. Additionally, this series, just like Rick Riordan's other series, offers so much diversity. Particularly, there is a gender fluid character in this book, which I thought was just an amazing representation for Rick to include in. And again, one of the main characters is also Muslim and wears a hijab, so it's just like, Rick, I just really appreciate what you do. But anyway, this book was really great. I really enjoyed it. I'll talk about more specifics in my wrap-up, but if you like Norse mythology and Rick Riordan, can't go wrong with this. Has the humor, has the adventure, has the great characters that you're looking for. It is so much fun. The next book I'm going to show off is the Proustopia Book Club Pick of the Month for the month of October, and this month we are working with Bloomsbury, and that is Stealing Snow by Danielle Page. This is a Snow Queen retelling that is very dark. It follows our main character, Snow, who at the beginning of the novel is in an insane asylum. She was admitted by her parents for some reasons that aren't totally clear, but are kind of associated with anger and not being able to control one's anger. But she starts dreaming of this tree every night, and this place that she's dreaming of turns out to be real when she gets pulled through this tree into another world that is being controlled by an evil Snow King. I've done a full review on this book, and we're also doing a live show for this novel. So go ahead and check that out if you want more deets, but yes, the Snow Queen. Next is a book I totally forgot to haul in my September book haul, which was really dumb, so I figured I would just include it in this video, and that is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. This is the 5th book to the Throne of Glass series. It was something. Again, I did a full review, spoiler review on this. If you're interested, I'll leave that link down below as well. But this is just a continuation of a very well-known and very beloved YA fantasy series following a female assassin and a whole slew of highly masculine characters who always end up with some sort of swoon-worthy romance. But also a cast of a lot of really amazing female characters too. So, if that's something you're interested in and you haven't heard of this or haven't thought about reading it, there you go. The next book I'm going to show off, I'm so excited for. I don't know how many of you will be excited about it, but I am pumped. So pumped. And it is this bad boy. It is The Romanovs, 1613 to 1918 by Simon Sebag Montefiore. This is a nonfiction novel recounting the lives of the Romanov dynasty, which, if you didn't know this about me, I love Russian history, but I specifically love Tsarist history. I picked this guy up because I hear not only fantastic things about the way it depicts facts, but it also apparently has a very nice narrative, which is actually something I'm looking for. I've read a lot of history books, very dense readings about these particular subjects, but I hear this guy does a really great job of like threading together facts but also creating this very interesting narrative, because let's be real, people that are in royal houses kind of live juicy lives, and I kind of want to hear more about the juice and less about like the economic policies, but maybe how like affairs are affecting those economic policies. I don't know. I'm interested though. I'm so excited. Again, I've heard really good things. There's pictures. Catherine the Great. The next book I have to show you guys is a pre-order that I'm also very pumped about, and that is The Blood Mirror by Brent Weeks. This is the 4th book to the Prism series that I feel like I have not shut up about on my channel at all. I'm caught up on the series, and this just came out this past week. This fantasy series, if you don't remember, is a high fantasy adult series that has a magic system centered around the light spectrum. Basically, the more colors of light you can control, the more powerful you are, but by choosing to control this light, you're actually shortening your lifespan. It's awesome. We follow multiple POVs. It's such an addicting story. I just love it so much, so I'm super excited to have the continuation of this in my hands to read when class doesn't kill me anymore. So, winter break. And the last bundle of books are from Book Outlet. As you guys know, I have a Book Outlet page, which I will leave linked down below. Book Outlet is an amazing, affordable outlet store for books that's online, so it's also very convenient. And this month, oh man, I got some good stuff. Some real good stuff. First book I'm going to show you guys is Rogue Knight, which is the 2nd book to the 5 Kingdoms series by Brandon Mull. I have been collecting all of Brandon Mull's books just to have, because I really like them. I've read the first 3 in the Fablehaven series, so every time I see one of these guys super cheap on Book Outlet, I can't help but pick it up and just keep adding to my Brandon Mull shelf, basically. But I just think he's like the king of adventure middle grade fiction, which is one of my favorite genres. This particular series is about 2 kids being kind of sent to a world, like an in-between world, and they have to fight monsters and save the day. And apparently it's very good. I haven't started it yet, but I have the first 2 books. Typical. The next book I got from Book Outlet is The Book of Speculation, which I believe is a magical realism historical fiction novel. Reading the synopsis, it sounds a little odd, but a little odd is right down my alley sometimes. This follows our main character Simon, whose mother tragically died by drowning. She was a circus mermaid who basically she made her living by holding her breath for a really long time. One day a book arrives on his doorstep that's like recounting the history of this carnival that had multiple women dying in the same fashion, and he's wondering if there's a curse on his family, and now he's worried about his sister. I've never heard of a circus mermaid, but I'm interested to find out more. This has fantastic reviews, and I've been eyeing it for a long time, so I just finally decided to add it to my collection. So, yeah. The last 4 books I have to show you guys were completely unnecessary, but completely necessary at the same time. The first one's not from Book Outlet, but they go together, so I just bundled them up at this end of the video. And that is Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, the illustrated edition, which, oh my god, I've already read. It was amazing. The illustrations are just absolutely stunning. It's just a completely different reading experience in my opinion, and also gives me an excuse to reread a Harry Potter book every time these come out. I am so pumped to have a full collection of these one day. They're just stunning. Just completely stunning. On the same theme of Harry Potter, I also picked up these books from Book Outlet because I could not pass them up. And they are these guys, which are 3 Harry Potter books. I have Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, I have Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, and Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. I picked these up because these are the new UK covers, and holy crap, I don't have access to these in America, and they were like $6 a piece, even the hardback, which is unheard of because Harry Potter books never go on sale, and you have to buy them full price if you buy the international editions. Basically, I almost started crying. So I got them, and I'm super excited to have them in my collection now. Like, I'm like irrationally happy about these. They're just so pretty, and I just want to slowly collect them all. I like the colors of the spines. It's just so great. Alrighty guys, those are all of the books I got in the month of October. Personally, very exciting month for me. Lots of Harry Potter, lots of history. Things are great. Let me know down below some of your favorite books you've gotten recently, as I would love to know, and I will see you guys soon with another video soon. Goodbye!